everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be creating this piece that you see here. It's made with a round 20 millimeter Malachite cabochon, and I'm going to be using 20 gauge square copper wire as well as 28 gauge weave wire. So if you'd like to see me make this, stick around. I'm going to start by cutting 3 pieces of the 20 gauge square wire, 8 inches each. Next, I align all the wires and find the center point. Since we cut 8 inches, obviously the center point would be 4. So I'm going to take a Sharpie and mark all of the wires as they are aligned at the 4-inch mark. Next, I measure and cut about 3.5 inches of the 28 gauge weave wire. Now I'm going to bend this weave wire completely in half and wrap it around that point that we made the Sharpie. Just wrap both sides until we're out of wire. Of course, you can also use half round wire, but the half round wire that I have is 22 gauge, and I wanted this weave wire to be very small, so that's why I'm using the 28 gauge round. So if you're making this or you plan on making it, you can also substitute the 28 gauge round for half round if you have it or if you want to. Alright, so now I'm going to flatten this, and so far this is what we have. Next, I'm going to use my ring cone, you can call it. It's shaped like a, a ring or whatever. Some people call it a wooden dowel, but a mandrel, dowel, cone, whatever. But it goes from small all the way up to large. So I think the biggest, on the largest end, it goes up to 10 centimeters around. So I want to go ahead and wrap, starting right here at that point, bend the wire around there. Like that. And have that shape. Now I want to put my stone there and take the very top wire and just bend those wires around the stone. Carefully hold the other ones in place. Alright. Now I'll take the same piece and just turn it over to the back and do the same that you just did with this round piece here. So you just take the very back wire and bend the wire around the frame. Next, I'll get another 3.5 inch piece of the 28 gauge wire, and right there at the center point, we'll bend it in half actually, and then we're just going to wrap that wire around all of these wires here. until you get to the end of the 28 gauge. Just trying to secure the shape of the cabochon. So you have your wrap here and your wrap here now. So I just put the cabochon back inside to make sure it's a snug fit, and it still is. If it's not snug, you just give a little tug on both of these wires, both sets of wires, to tighten it. Just tug it a little bit. So now I'm going to lift this top wire up just a little bit and hold here at that intersection. Hold it tightly right there and bend that wire around. One complete turn. Now I'm going to do the other side. Hold there, lift up a bit, turn. One complete turn. Now I'm going to go ahead and snip off this excess piece that we just used to wrap around, because we no longer need it. I'm going to snip both sides. And snip the other. Next, I'll go ahead and flatten that piece that I just snipped, both sides. Next, I'm going to take these two wires here and hold tightly at the bend here and push them back 90 degrees, like that. Now I'm going to put my stone back inside and completely push those wires down. Like that. Next, I turn it to the back, and those two wires, we're going to crisscross them. One on that side and one on that side. Like that. Now I'm going to flip it over and still hold back, and I'm going to bend the wires to the front like that. Next, I want to take one of these wires. Let's just take this one here, and I'm going to shape it around the inner frame. Go all the way around. First, we're going to pull it over to the top of it. Alright, try to get it as close to circular as possible. Just go around. Now turn it over to the back, and with this excess wire here, you're going to wrap it around the frame as we did the first piece on the front. Here's how it looks. Next, I'm gonna cut about 4 inches of the weave wire again. Let's see. Yeah, 4 inches. And I'm gonna take that tip there and thread it through all of these wires here, and just on the side here, and push it all the way through to all of the wires, and just pull it around. Basically, we're trying to secure the wires so that they don't move all over the place. There we go. And just wrap it, put it through there once more. Just tighten that wire there. And I'm gonna do the other side the same way. I think this long wire here, I'm going to snip this little piece first. And then take this piece and tuck it. We'll bring it around here and then tuck it under this back wire here to help secure the bail whenever we get ready to form the bail. There we go, and pull it through. There we go. And just wrap around these 2 wires a couple of times. There we go. These last 2 wires here, I think I'm going to lift them. I had them folded over to the front, but I lifted them up. And I think I'm just going to make a forward bail instead of a backwards bail. So I'm going to use this 4th largest and just shape the bail that way. Pull the wires to the front and back, front and back. Now I'm just going to secure these wires. Let's put it back on there, just to hold them in place. And then I think I'm just going to tuck that wire over this side here and tuck this wire over that side there. Go ahead and snip them. Snip a piece there and snip that piece there, and then I think I'll put it back on here just so I don't misshape the bail while I flatten these wires down. All right. No scratchy part. Okay, good. And this little curve here, it came out of that wrap that I had there. So I'm just going to make a little loop with it instead of trying to tuck it back inside. There we go. And that just about sums it up. Gotta put a few finishing touches on it. So that's it, you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following along. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye for now.